Son, daughter, it's no accident that you just clicked on this video. You could be doing anything else. You could have kept scrolling, passed it by like so many times before, but you didn't. Something kept you here. Something inside you whispered, listen to this. That something is me, your God, the one who loves you even when you feel unworthy. I'm the one who watches over you quietly, hearing what no one else hears. I've been trying to get through to you again and again, once, twice, 3, 4 times. Now, this is the 5th time, and this will be the last. Yes, I've tried to speak to you in many ways, through a conversation that made you think, a dream you couldn't forget, a verse that appeared at the right moment, or a video you weren't even looking for that showed up in your feed by chance. And now, I'm speaking to you again, but this time, there are no more detours, no more delays. You either listen or you turn away. I prepared this for you with love. I'm not here to frighten you, but to wake you up, because I've been patient, very patient, calling you again and again to move away from the things that are separating you from me. It's why I'm calling you now, even though I know you're busy, confused, and worn out. But listen closely. I know you. That's why I haven't given up on you, son, daughter. Do you wonder why things aren't moving forward? Why does that emptiness never seem to go away? Why does peace feel so temporary? The truth is, you've been closing your ears to my voice, and yet, look at how much love I have for you that I haven't stopped reaching out. If you feel this in your heart, write in the comments, I'm listening, Lord. But now, I say this firmly, this is the last time I speak to you this way. Stay with me until the end of this video, because I'm about to reveal something you've been waiting for. I know you've been praying, asking for signs, answers, and here it is, right in front of you. But you will only understand it if you stay until the end. So please, don't let yourself get distracted. Don't check messages, don't change the video, don't leave. What your soul needs to hear is here. What I'm about to share with you has the power to change everything in your life. And if you have the courage to listen to me until the end, I will give you something that you never even dreamed of. Take a deep breath, calm your mind, because I am your God, and I have something very important to tell you. Write in the comments, I am ready to listen, if your heart feels this right now. Son, daughter, it wasn't you who came to this video. It wasn't a coincidence. It was me, your God, who brought you here. I know every part of your heart, even the parts you avoid, and this is not by chance. Do you know why you are here? Because I've been speaking to you for a long time. I spoke to you that night when sleep wouldn't come. I whispered to you when that psalm suddenly played, a psalm that seemed like it was written just for you. I spoke through the simple words of a stranger, in a phrase that felt like it was meant just for you. I spoke in the silence, when no one understood your tears. I heard every one of them, but you stayed distracted, chasing things I never put in your path, trusting people I wanted to distance you from, knocking on doors I had already closed. While you were pushing against those doors, I stayed right here, strong and present, protecting you, even when you didn't see it. I know you. I know who you are, even when you forget who I am. Write in the comments, God takes care of me, if this is speaking to your heart. Think about it. How many times have you felt a heaviness in your chest, not knowing why? How many times have you looked up at the sky and said, "God, speak to me"? Well, now I am speaking to you, clearly and directly. And it is no coincidence that the title of this video says, "I have warned you 5 times. This is the last time." Don't take it as a threat, but as it truly is. Love, care, protection, and help. I've spoken to you in 1,000 different ways, and today I use clear words. I love you too much to watch you fall into a deep pit and stay silent. You're at a point in your life where one wrong choice could cost you everything, and one right choice, though difficult, can change everything. Listen closely to me. There is a purpose hidden in your wounds. There is a path laid out for you, but you can't walk it while you continue holding on to the weights that you refuse to let go of. There is a promise over your life, but it requires you to give up what keeps you from it. You've realized, haven't you, that nothing you've tried on your own has worked completely? You know why? Because you stepped away from the path I set for you. You trusted your own plans more and forgot that my plan is perfect. Still, here I am, waiting for you, not in anger or reproach, but with arms wide open. Like a father who understands his child's tiredness and offers rest, I am offering you rest today, right now. I'm not just calling you again. I'm giving you the last chance to hear carefully what I'm about to say from this moment on. Yes, this is speaking to you. Write in the comments, "God waits for me with open arms." If you choose to ignore this, you will continue to go in circles, carrying the weight of decisions I never told you to make. But if you open your heart today, everything will begin to make sense. Believe me, you didn't get here by accident. I brought you here because there's a plan for your life. Even if your life feels like a pile of broken pieces, I am an expert in rebuilding. But you must trust me. You have to let go of the pride that stops you from surrendering. You need to understand that your time is not more important than mine, and everything you've lost, I can restore. This video is not just a warning, it is a divine calling. It's an open door to a fresh start, but you must follow every word until the very end, because at the end of this path we begin together today, there is an answer waiting for you. And if you have the courage to see it through, you will walk away with something the world can never give you: direction, peace, and promises fulfilled. No, you're not here by accident. You're here because I wanted you to be here. If you keep listening to what I have to say, you will understand why this is happening. If you feel it deep in your heart, write in the comments, "It's not a coincidence, it's God." Son, daughter, do you remember what I told you earlier? That you're not here by chance. And if you're still listening, it's because something within you has begun to awaken. You felt it, you know it. And now I want to speak to you about something you've been ignoring for too long: my call. Yes, I have been calling you, and it hasn't been just once, it's been many times, 5 times. Each call has been an attempt to draw your heart back to me. But you always find an excuse. There's always something more urgent to deal with. You keep telling yourself, "I'll handle it with God later." But that later you keep pushing off is pulling you farther away from what I've prepared for you. And do you know what hurts me the most? Watching you settle for so little, trading what is eternal for empty moments, ignoring what I have waiting to give you. While you keep trying to fix everything with your own strength, you say you want change, peace, direction, prosperity, true love, a meaningful life. But when I call to speak with you, you don't stop. When I send someone with a word for you, you act as if you didn't hear it. And when I leave you in silence, waiting to see if you will seek me, you run to your phone, to noise, to distractions, to the world, and that is slowly tearing you apart from the inside. Son, I gave you talents, I gave you a purpose, but how do you expect to live out that purpose if you continue ignoring the one who gave it to you? Haven't you realized yet that the emptiness you feel isn't because you lack people, money, or success? That emptiness has a name. It's the distance between you and my call. As long as you keep running from this, nothing will truly feel right. How many times have you heard that you were born for something greater? How many times have you felt it, and how many times have you pushed that voice aside, saying, "Not now"? Well, today I tell you with love but with strength, time is running out. What I've prepared for you won't wait forever. There are people waiting for what I placed in your hands. There are lives that will change when you decide to obey, but to do that, you must stop running from me. If you feel this message is for you, write in the comments, "I stop running, Lord." You are living as though you have all the time in the world. But I see what you don't see. I know what lies ahead. And if you keep ignoring my voice, you will end up facing things I tried to keep you away from. That's why I keep calling, because I love you, and true love doesn't stay silent when danger is near. True love warns, alerts, and even shouts if it has to. And today I am shouting inside your spirit, come back to me before it's too late. What you feel right now isn't fear. It's your spirit recognizing the truth. It's your heart reacting to my voice. Even if your mind tries to resist, and it's okay if you don't understand everything right now, just trust, just obey, just respond to this call. You don't need to be ready. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to say, "Here I am, Lord." From that moment, I will handle the rest. I will heal your wounds. I will cleanse your past, and I promise you something greater. You can't even begin to imagine what I have prepared for you if you truly choose to trust. The blessings I have reserved for you are beyond anything you dare to dream. What seems impossible to you right now is just one decision away. And I want you to understand that this call isn't only for you. Entire generations will be impacted by what I am about to do in your life. But it all starts with one word that I ask you to speak with faith today. Yes, Lord, here I am. I have set the path, but it's you who must take the first step. That step begins now, as you listen carefully to what I still have to say. Don't leave this video, because what you hear next could be the key that opens the next chapter of your life. Don't ignore it any longer. The time is now. Too much time has already passed. It's time to accept what I have prepared for you. And listen carefully. If you decide to accept, be ready, because heaven will move in your favor. Do you remember my son? Do you remember my daughter? Do you remember that first time I spoke to you? Maybe at that moment, you weren't fully aware, but something inside you changed forever. That experience has stayed with you, lingering in your thoughts like a mark that hasn't faded. It was at that moment that I made it clear to you that something great was waiting. But when you saw how big that call was, you got scared, looked down, hid inside yourself, and told yourself, "This can't be for me." But it was, and it still is. Write in the comments, "I still remember that first time," if this speaks to you. I want to hear from you. That first encounter wasn't a dream, nor was it just a voice you heard. It was in the deepest silence, On that day when you were close to giving up, that you felt a strange peace fill you from the inside, just when you thought there was nothing left. In that moment, you thought it was just a positive thought coming from you, but it wasn't. It was my spirit giving you strength, whispering to you, "It's not over yet. I'm here with you." And do you know why I'm reminding you of this now? Because you've let that memory fade. You got caught up in the noise of the world and forgot the voice that first called you. You traded the eternal for empty promises that fade away. You went after applause that never truly satisfied your soul. You surrounded yourself with people who drained your faith and dimmed your light. But I never left you. I saw you crying in private. I watched you try to stay strong while no one seemed to see your pain. Even when you thought you didn't deserve to hear me anymore, I kept speaking to you. And even when you felt time and time again, I kept calling your name. And now, in this moment, I'm here to remind you that that first time wasn't a mirage. It was the beginning of a deep and real calling, filled with purpose. If this message is speaking to you, comment, "It wasn't a mirage." I want to know if you're feeling this in your heart. If I didn't value you, I would never have insisted so many times. Do you really think I would waste my time on someone who isn't important? Do you think I would have freed you from so many things if you did have a purpose? Son, daughter, you are the answer to someone's prayer. You carry something within you that can change lives. You were chosen for great things, but for that to happen, you must remember your roots. You need to return to your first love. You must come back to me. That's why today I bring you back to that moment, to that first time, because it's important that you remember who you are, that you remember the promise, and that you don't forget how it felt when you knew something was different about you. You can't keep ignoring it. You can't keep acting as if you never heard it, because today, I say it to you again, with full clarity and urgency. I am the same one who called you back then, but now I come with even greater insistence because time is passing, and your choice will shape the next chapters of your life. Write in the comments, "I return to the first love." If this message is speaking to you, don't ignore this sign. Your life holds incredible value. What you carry inside is sacred, and even though you may have lost focus along the way, I still see you as you were in the beginning, just as in that first encounter, when your heart was purer, more open, more surrendered. The time has come to return to that place. Not physically, but spiritually. It's time to make my voice your priority again. It's time to rise with courage and declare, "I know God called me, and I will not run anymore." Because if you don't respond now, this may be the last time I try to speak to you in this way. Not because I've given up on you, but because I respect your freedom. And if you choose to remain silent, the world will fill that emptiness with its noise, but no noise will bring peace to your soul. This is your chance. It's not about going back to the past, but about remembering the promise and moving forward with faith. Yes, it's true that you're no longer the person you once were, but listen carefully. I haven't changed. My love for you is still just as strong, as alive as ever. Write in the comments, "My soul remembers the promise." If you feel this message is for you, I'm listening. You already know it. You know I called you. Do you remember that first time? You felt my touch, you heard my voice. And yet, there was a moment when you acted as if my call wasn't for you. Do you remember that moment? My message was clear. Everything around you pointed to me, to the purpose I had planned for your life. Every detail, every situation shouted my name. Everything was leading you to what I wanted to do with you. But you looked away, took a deep breath, and convinced yourself it was just a coincidence, as if ignoring me wouldn't have consequences. That day I saw your heart shake. I saw the battle inside you. One part of you wanted to say yes, but the other was frozen by fear. Fear of losing control, fear of leaving behind what you thought you needed, fear of losing people who shouldn't have been in your life in the first place, fear of rejection, of change, of not knowing what would happen after you obeyed me. But let me tell you something you need to remember. The greatest loss is not what you would leave behind. The greatest loss is pretending my call is meant for someone else. Because while you pretend, your soul grows weaker. While you resist, your life stands still. While you wear a mask, I see your heart crying out for freedom. The day you acted like my call wasn't for you, was the day your spirit wept. Your soul knew exactly what it was rejecting, the only one who could truly heal it. You may have fooled others, but you didn't fool me. I know you deeply. I see what no one else can. And still, do you know what I did? I kept loving you. I kept waiting for you. I kept protecting you from things you didn't even know were about to harm you. But now, the time has come to face this truth. Comment right now, I can't keep pretending. Write if this message is speaking to your heart. You can no longer live with one foot in my world and the other in the world around you. You can't be light today and darkness tomorrow. You must choose to walk with me completely, or you will keep being consumed by the quiet sorrow that follows you wherever you go. And when you say, "But Lord, I am weak. I fail so much. I disappoint you," I understand. I've always known. And yet I chose you. I didn't call you because you were perfect. I called you because I love you and because I know what I placed inside you. I see the potential others don't see, but that I've never stopped seeing. That's why I extend my hand to you again today, not to judge you, but to lift you up, to remind you that even though you've wandered, even though you've been distracted, my plan for your life is still in place. My promise hasn't expired. My love has no end. What I've prepared for you is still waiting, ready for you to say yes, the yes that your soul has been holding on to for so long. I called you because I am your strength when you feel weak, because I pick you up every time you fall, because I never abandon those I choose. But today I speak to you with complete clarity. This will be the last time I insist in this way. It's not because I want to lose you, but because I need you to grow. And growth, son or daughter, requires firm decisions. I need you to say yes with confidence, to stop running from what you already know is meant for you. The life I've planned for you is far greater than the small plans you've made. But let me tell you something, this life requires sacrifice. It calls for courage and complete surrender. Stop pretending. You know it's true. This word is meant for you, and you feel it inside, even if you try to deny it. It's not a coincidence that you keep hearing this call. It's the whole sky shouting at you to wake up. You can continue pretending it's not for you, but your soul will remain thirsty, empty. Or you can surrender once and for all. Truly surrender and experience the greatest transformation you've ever dreamed of. Because I didn't bring you here to shame you. I brought you here to restore you, to lift you up, and to show you who you are in me. Write in the comments, "I choose not to run anymore," if this message is touching your heart. Do you remember the day when you ignored my call? That moment when you chose silence instead of answering? I know. I saw. Then came the tears. Not the loud, public tears, but those private tears. The ones that came in solitude, in your room, in the bathroom, or on your way home. The tears that soak your pillow without anyone noticing. But I knew. Every single one of them. You might have hidden your pain from the world, but not from me. Because before the first tear fell, I already felt your pain. Before your heart broke, I was there, feeling it with you. You tried to be strong. I know. You tried to keep it together, to smile as though everything was fine, while inside, the emptiness slowly consumed you. And when no one was looking, you broke down. But I was there. I was always there. I never left you. You thought no one cared, that no one saw your struggles, but I saw you. I saw you in the quiet moments, when you woke up each morning, when you sighed deeply, trying to hide the weariness in your soul, when you looked up at the sky and said, God, only you know what I'm going through. And if this is speaking to your heart, comment, you see me, Lord. And while all of this was happening, I was gathering every tear, because none of your pain goes unnoticed by me. I am not a distant God. I am your Father. And a true father never ignores the cry of his child. Every tear you shed in silence has great value, immense value. They were seeds of strength, growth, and faith. Even when you didn't understand anything, you kept talking to me. Even when there was no clear way out, you kept believing that somehow I would intervene. And let me confirm this to you. I did. I moved things in your life. I removed people who tried to bring you down. I protected your mind when it was about to break. I gave you strength when you thought you couldn't go any further. I was your support on your hardest days. And today, I tell you, not a single tear was wasted. Every one of them is recorded before me. And because of those tears, what I have in store for you now will surprise you in ways you can't even imagine. If this speaks to you, comment, my tears have value. But there's something you need to understand. To embrace the new, you must leave behind the old. And the old, son or daughter, is that habit of carrying everything on your own, of holding back your tears, of carrying your burdens in silence, trying to fix everything by your own strength. Enough. Enough of pretending to be fine on the outside while hurting on the inside. Enough of holding on to pain like it's some kind of punishment. You weren't made to carry the weight of the world alone. You were made to walk with me, side by side, with your head held high, because I am always with you. All those tears you shed in secret will now be replaced by real smiles, by true peace, and by a purpose that is fulfilled. I never allowed your pain to destroy you. I allowed it to transform you. If you are hearing this today, it's because the time has come for you to dry your eyes and rise. The time has come to stop hiding your wound and start walking toward healing. The time has come to acknowledge that yes, you cried, but you also survived. And more than that, you will overcome. Write in the comments, I rise up. Lord, I gather your tears and now I will return them to you in the form of honor. But stay alert, because I am not finished speaking to you. There's more. There are things you can't even imagine that are being prepared in secret, simply waiting for your choice. You cried, you groaned in silence, and you thought no one saw you, that no one understood the battles you were facing inside. But today, I want to remind you of something you may not have realized. I separated you from things you never even imagined. Yes, I separated you. Even when you didn't see it. Even when you thought everything was fine, that everything was under control, that you were on the right path, I stepped in. I redirected you from things that were going to destroy you. You felt frustrated when certain doors closed. You became angry when some opportunities slipped away. You wondered why that person left, why that relationship ended, why that business didn't succeed. Well, today I'm telling you the truth. It was I who closed those doors. Because you were about to walk into places that seemed like blessings, but they were traps. You were about to get involved with people who would take away your faith, drain your strength, and dry your soul. If you feel this message is meant for you, comment, "Thank you for closing those doors, Lord." You were ready to make choices based on your own desires, not mine. If I hadn't stepped in, today you'd still be trapped. How many times did you cry for someone who left? How many nights did you lie awake, wondering why everything seemed to fall apart? Now, I reveal it to you. It was a rescue, an act of love. I saw what you couldn't see. I knew what you didn't know yet. And even though it hurt, it was necessary. Much of what you didn't understand is starting to make sense today. And what you still don't understand, you will soon come to realize, because this whole journey is leading you to the place where you were always meant to be in my will. While you thought you were losing, I was building. While you cried for what was leaving, I was preparing the way for what was about to come, because what's coming is far better than what's gone. I saw intentions your eyes could never see. I went ahead of situations your heart wasn't ready to accept, and I did it out of love, a love that protects, even when it hurts. I separated you. I freed you from hidden betrayals, from disguised lies, from traps you couldn't see. I kept you away from shady dealings, from choices that would have tied you to pride, sin, or greed. I even saved you from yourself. Yes, because there are times when you are your own biggest enemy. You insist on holding on to what no longer serves you. You cling to people, habits, places, or ideas that only slow you down. But let me remind you of something important. I never abandon those I love. And because of that, even when you try to push me away, I always step in, always intervene on your behalf. Do you remember that trip that suddenly got canceled? Do you remember that job you wanted so badly, but it just didn't happen? Or that friendship that ended without warning? Do you remember that night when something inside told you not to go out, and you stayed home? Well, yes, it was me. I kept you from an accident, from a fall, from a partnership that seemed perfect but was rotten underneath. Son, daughter, if you could see everything I've done in the quiet to keep your life safe, you would worship me every single day with tears in your eyes. My son, pay close attention to what I'm about to say. You only have one shot, one opportunity, one moment. Do not delay what can change your life today. Open your heart and mind right now and let my words and love reach deep into your soul. Today, let's walk together, step by step, toward the peace, hope, and strength you are searching for, the very things your soul is calling out for. Press play. Stay with me until the end of this message, and I promise you will leave here renewed, filled with faith, and ready to face whatever comes your way. Are you ready to open the door to your transformation? Then, come along with me, because today is not just another day. Today is the day that everything can change for you. If you're ready to receive this message, write in the comments, "Today is my day." At the end of this video, we'll say a powerful prayer that can completely change your life. You believe that? If you do, write in the comments, "I believe in the miracle in my life." My dear child, listen carefully. The life I've given you is a precious gift, and the time you have is valuable and should not be wasted. Every moment counts, is one of a kind, and can never be replaced. Today, I want to remind you of how urgent this moment is. Open your heart and mind. Realize that every second matters, and what you do today will shape your future. In the middle of your daily routine, the rush, and your worries, it's easy to forget what really matters. You can easily get trapped in the past, which you cannot change, or spend too much time worrying about a future that is yet to come. But, my son, listen closely. What truly matters is the present. Right now, in this very moment, is where life happens, and where you can make choices that will change your path. If you understand this, write in the comments, "I live the present." Picture an hourglass. Every grain represents a moment of your life. Time moves on without stopping, and once a grain falls, it's gone forever. That's why I urge you, don't wait until tomorrow to follow the dreams that have been living in your heart for so long. Don't keep putting off the actions you know you must take. Today is the day to act, to live fully, to make a real difference in your own life and in the lives of those around you. The urgency of this moment is not a burden or pressure. It's a call from me. It's my voice reminding you that you were created for a great purpose, and that purpose is waiting for you. Son, don't let fear hold you back. I am right here with you in every step you take, holding you, guiding you, lighting your path. Open your eyes and see the blessings all around you in this very moment. Notice the beauty in the small things, in every heartbeat, in every breath that keeps you alive. I am here now with you. I call you to live with passion, with purpose, and with the certainty that you are never alone. The urgency of this moment is a loving invitation for you to embrace life fully. Don't let it slip away. Stand up, choose to live honestly and completely, because every moment you have is a gift that deserves to be cherished. If this message is speaking to your heart, write in the comments, "I'm ready to live." Time is precious, and you, my son, have the ability to do great things. Believe in yourself as much as I believe in you. Take that step now with faith and courage, and watch as everything begins to change. Listen to my voice. Today, I want to show you the immense power that comes from making a decision right now. You were made with the ability to choose, to shape your own future with the decisions you make in each moment. Never doubt the power of a choice made here and now. When you doubt, life doesn't wait. Opportunities pass, moments fade, and time keeps moving forward without stopping. But when you make a decision, when you act with purpose and faith, everything begins to align in your favor. Every choice you make is like planting a seed in the fertile soil of the present, and every action you take is a step toward the abundance I've set aside for you. If you understand this message, write in the comments, "I decide today." Son, many times fear of making a mistake holds you back, but remember, I am with you in every choice you make, giving you wisdom, protecting you, and guiding you with love. Don't let doubt rob you of the blessings right in front of you. The true strength of deciding now lies in turning your intentions into actions and your dreams into reality. Think of a river flowing without pause. It doesn't stop. It doesn't question. It just moves forward. Your approach to life should be the same. Decide now to be like that river, always moving forward, overcoming obstacles, and finding new ways even when things get tough. Making a decision now is the energy that moves you, that pulls you out of hesitation, and pushes you toward what you desire. Son, life is made up of moments that can change everything. Every choice, no matter how small it seems, can completely shift the direction of your life. Don't wait any longer to make the decisions you know you need to make today. Act with the confidence that I am right here with you, strengthening you, guiding each step, and providing everything you need to face any challenge. Trust in the power of your decisions. Be brave, be determined. Life offers countless possibilities. Only you can decide which path to follow. Every step you take with faith and determination brings you closer to your dreams and the purpose you were made for. Don't hesitate any longer, my son. Decide today, decide now, and see how the power of your choices will begin to change your life from this moment on. If you feel this call, comment, "I decide to transform my life." I am with you, guiding every step you take and supporting every decision you make. Trust in the power I've placed within you and use it to create a life filled with blessings, purpose, and fulfillment. The time is now. Make the choice, take the step, and you will start to see miracles unfold in your life. Every lesson you learn is a healing for your soul, a spiritual nourishment that makes you stronger. And remember, my son, everything you need is already inside of you. I've given you the tools, the strength, and the ability to rise, to renew yourself, and to rebuild your life from faith, love, and hope. My son, listen closely to what I am saying, because today I want to speak directly to your heart. Today, I call you to wake up, to open your soul's eyes, and to see that life is full of chances that often go unnoticed. Each day holds valuable moments, doors that open in front of you, and if you stay aware, they can completely change your direction. Life constantly offers opportunities, but to take them, you must be awake, aware, and ready. Opportunities are like rays of sunshine that break through the clouds, lighting your way. But here's what happens. Amid your worries, daily struggles, and challenges, you often miss those doors that are right before you. That's why today I say to you, open your heart's eyes, look closely at everything around you, because I have filled your life with blessings, open doors, and endless possibilities. Wake up to the abundance I've placed all around you. When you start to realize this, you begin to see the world differently, through eyes filled with gratitude, renewed hope, and the trust that you are never alone. Son, take a moment to reflect on this now. Write in the comments, "Today I decide to open the eyes of my heart." Every new day is another chance I give to you. When you open your heart to this truth, you understand that no moment is without meaning. Every encounter, every conversation, every small detail holds a lesson, a step forward on the path I've planned for you. Even the challenges you face are keys that unlock doors to your growth. Don't think opportunities only come from big accomplishments or extraordinary moments. Often, they are hidden in the simple things: a stranger's smile, a kind gesture, a word of encouragement at just the right time, or a sudden idea that comes from within. Stay present. Be aware, because when you stay spiritually awake, you start to see that opportunities are everywhere, that life speaks to you in countless ways, and that everything, absolutely everything, has a deeper purpose. What once seemed like ordinary moments now reveals itself as a gift full of meaning. And don't let fear, doubt, or insecurity hold you back, my son. Believe with all your heart that I am with you, guiding you, opening doors, and supporting you. Trust in my love, my wisdom, and the plans I have for you. Always remember, nothing that happens is by chance. If these words touch your heart, write in the comments, I trust in the plans God has for me. When you truly awaken, you'll begin to see my hand at work in every detail. You come to realize that every difficulty carries a hidden blessing, every obstacle presents a chance to grow, and each step you take brings you closer to your true self and the fulfilling life I have planned for you. That's why today I tell you, rise up, awaken, and be alert. Opportunities are like gifts from above, sometimes hidden in challenges, sometimes wrapped in surprises, but always meant to help you grow, make you stronger, and take you farther than you could ever imagine. Accept every opportunity with gratitude, faith, and excitement. Each one is a key piece of the grand picture I'm creating in your life. Open your eyes, son. See the world with a fresh perspective, with a heart ready to embrace what's before you. Opportunities are nearer than you think, just waiting for you to grab them with courage. Let my love and grace flow through you, turning every moment, even the simplest, into a blessing. You are never alone. I've always been with you, lifting you and showing you the way, even when you can't see it. If you feel this truth, write in the comments, God's opportunities are before me. Listen closely, son. The life I've given you is a treasure. Time is one of the most precious gifts you can have. That's why today I speak to you about something crucial, the importance of acting now, not waiting for tomorrow. Don't keep putting off what you know you need to do. The time is now. Think about how many times you said, I'll do it tomorrow, one day I'll change my life, or one day I'll follow my dreams. But I tell you plainly that someday is today. Tomorrow is uncertain, and the only thing you truly have is this moment, this sacred now in which I speak to you. Picture each day as a blank page I place before you. Don't let those pages stay empty, waiting for a future that never comes. Every sunrise is a new chance to write your story, to live with meaning, to be a light in the world. Son, don't let fear of failure or the comfort of staying the same deceive you. Inside you, I have placed a great strength that is capable of moving mountains. The time to begin is not tomorrow, it is now. Don't ignore the dreams I have put in your heart. If you agree with this, write in the comments, the time is now. Every moment gives you a new chance to get closer to your purpose, to live with passion, dedication, and love. Picture time as a river that is always flowing. If you sit and wait, its waters will pass by and never return. Opportunities don't wait. Life doesn't stop. Decide today to take charge of your own story. Take control, because the future you dream of starts with the decisions you make right now. I am with you, guiding each of your steps, holding you up, and giving you strength when you feel like you can't go on. Trust me completely, and also trust yourself. Rise up, son. It's time to take control of your life, to leave behind doubt, fear, and indecision. Don't wait any longer to love, to move forward, or to change your life. Don't let procrastination steal the happiness or fulfillment I prepared for you. Every moment I give you is a divine gift. Use it wisely, courageously, and with determination. Tomorrow is not promised, but this present moment is. Open your eyes, open your heart, and dive into life with all your strength and faith. I am always with you, filling you with strength, lighting your way, and showing you that nothing is impossible when you act with determination. Write in the comments, God fills every empty corner of my heart. Now, I want to talk to you about something important: the courage you need to open doors. Every door that comes your way is a new opportunity, a fresh start, a path toward your growth and transformation. But to walk through these doors, you need courage, and that courage is not something outside of you. It's already deeply planted in your heart. Life is made up of doors that open and close. Some are big, obvious, and hard to ignore. Others are small, quiet, but just as crucial. All doors share one thing in common. They require you to take a step forward, to have the courage to reach out and open them, because courage is the key that unlocks new stages, new possibilities, and new blessings waiting for you. Many times, fear will try to convince you that staying where you are is safer, that it's better not to risk, and that comfort is easier than the uncertainty of change. But son, I want you to know that fear is a lie, a distortion of reality that tries to stop your progress and steal your joy. If these words have spoken to your heart, write in the comments, today I decide to open the doors that God shows me. Understand this: behind every door there is a lesson, a blessing, and a new opportunity that will bring you closer to the purpose I have set for you. Life is not meant to be lived in one place. It's meant for movement, to grow, to evolve. Do not fear, my son. I am with you. Every time one door closes, another, even better one will open. You only need to trust, take that step in faith, and remember that you are never walking alone. I am holding you, protecting you, and guiding you, even when you can't see it. From now on, I urge you to be more aware of the signs, to notice the opportunities that often show up in the form of challenges, unexpected changes, or situations you may not understand at first. Each of these is part of my perfect plan for you. I want you to know that within you lies endless potential, a divine spark waiting to be ignited. Never underestimate what you can achieve when you align with my will and let my love guide every step you take. May you never lose the faith to look ahead, nor the courage to take the necessary steps. Opportunities may not always be easy to spot, but when you keep your heart open, they will begin to appear clearly, showing you that life is filled with miracles waiting for you to find them. True security is not found in what you can see or control, but in completely trusting in me, knowing that I am always beside you, guiding every step you take, and protecting you in every decision. Remember the words I speak to you today. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. This promise is the solid foundation that gives you courage and trust. When you remind yourself that I am by your side, fear begins to lose its grip on you, weakens, and no longer holds the power it once did. Trusting in me gives you the strength to open any door, even if it appears heavy, locked, or threatening. Each door that opens brings a new opportunity, a new chapter that I've carefully prepared just for you. So, do not let doubt or uncertainty stop you. True courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to keep moving forward despite it, knowing that once you open that door, a path has already been made for you. I want you to write in the comments, I trust in you, as a sign that you choose to walk by faith, even when the whole path is not clear. Always remember that you were not made for a small, meaningless life. You were born for greatness, to live with purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. My son, bravery isn't about having no fear. It's about choosing to move forward in spite of it. It's deciding to trust in me, believing firmly that everything you need is already within you. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. Every obstacle in your way is a chance to strengthen your faith, your character, and your determination. Nothing happens by accident. Everything has a purpose. Even if you don't understand it now, it will make sense later. So rise up, take a deep breath, and face the doors in front of you. Open them with courage and confidence, knowing that I am with you every step of the way. Watch how your life changes when you choose to act with bravery. If you feel connected to this message, leave the word courage in the comments. You will begin to see how new opportunities arise, how horizons that once seemed far away now open before you. You are much stronger than you think, much more capable than you've believed until now. You are not alone. I am always with you, guiding every step, every decision. The courage you need to open any door is already within you, because I placed it there. Trust in me, trust in yourself, and you will see how the world opens up for those who have the determination to move forward, even when the way isn't clear. Today, I want to speak to you about faith in taking immediate action. Faith isn't just about believing, it's not about waiting, it's about acting with the full confidence that I am with you every step of the way. When you combine faith with action, a power is released that can move mountains, that can create paths where there were none before. Faith without action is like a seed that is never planted. It has all the potential to grow, bloom, and bear fruit, but if you don't put it in the soil and water it with your actions, it stays dormant. Every time you take action with faith, you are planting seeds of hope, change, and miracles in your life. Faith combined with immediate action is the key that turns your dreams into reality and your prayers into real answers. It is where you see the invisible become visible and the impossible become possible. If these words speak to your heart, comment, "I act with faith, my son." Often, you wait for the perfect moment, an obvious sign, an outside confirmation, or total certainty before you act. But today I tell you, the time to act is now. Don't wait for everything to be clear or for all the conditions to be perfect. True faith is taking the first step, even when the path is not fully visible. It's trusting that I am guiding your every move, that I am preparing the way before you, even though you can't see it yet. When you act with immediate faith, you show a deep trust in me, a living, active faith. With every step you take in faith, you are showing that you believe in my power, in my love, and in the perfect plan I have set for your life. Each action you take in faith is a declaration of trust in me. I want you to leave in the comments, "I trust in your plan," as a sign of that act of faith that brings about transformation. Remember the stories of faith I have shared with you from the very beginning. Moses did not wait for the sea to part before moving forward. He first stretched out his staff, and only then did the waters part. Peter did not wait for solid ground on the water. He stepped out of the boat and walked, supported by his faith. These acts of faith were not passive. They were steps of bravery and immediate action, decisions that defied logic and fear. This is how faith works when combined with action. Immediate faith holds great power. Align your heart with mine. Each time you move forward with faith, you are moving in perfect harmony with the purpose I have planned for you. It is as though you are saying, "I accept your plans, Lord, and I walk toward them with trust and love." Every small step of faith is rewarded. Each brave decision opens a new opportunity, a new possibility that I have prepared for you from the beginning. Don't doubt this. That's why I tell you to rise up now. Don't wait for everything to be perfect or for all the pieces to fall into place. The right moment is now. Trust in me and move forward with faith. You will see how miracles begin to unfold. You will witness how dreams start to take form and how life changes when you combine faith with action. If you've made it this far, comment, "I walk with God." Today, I also want you to reflect on the divine clock. You live your life by the human clock, measuring time in minutes, hours, days, and years. But in my time, in divine time, everything happens with a perfect purpose and a timing far beyond what you can fully understand. You often worry about when the dream you desire will come, when the promise will be fulfilled, and when the prayer you've raised for so long will be answered. But I want you to remember, my timing is always perfect. The divine clock never runs too fast or too slow. Every phase of your life is carefully planned. When you learn to trust in my timing, you begin to see the beauty and patience, the value of waiting with faith. You understand that every delay, every waiting period, is filled with purpose, love, and preparation. If you understand that the best things come when the time is right, leave in the comments, "I trust in your timing." Sometimes, you may want everything to happen right away, but I see much more than you do. I see the future ahead, the lessons you still need to learn, and the paths you must walk before reaching your dreams. It's why, my son, do not lose hope when the answers seem delayed. My clock is always moving, perfectly aligned with the plan I set for you from eternity. Learn to recognize the right time. Sometimes, it's necessary to wait for your heart to mature, for the circumstances to fall into place, and for you to receive what is truly good and perfect for you. Every second on my divine clock is filled with love, wisdom, and purpose that lasts forever. Even when you can't see it, I am working in every detail, preparing what I've promised you. Remember, it's in these times of waiting where you grow the most. It's in these moments that your faith is strengthened, your character is shaped, and you learn to walk not by what you see, but by what you believe. And while you wait, do not stop. Keep moving forward. Keep sowing. Keep trusting, because when you least expect it, you will see how everything begins to fall into place, how every promise starts to come true in your life in the most perfect and supernatural way. When you look at your life with eyes of faith, you will realize that everything happens at the exact moment it is meant to happen. Nothing is by chance. The way events unfold, the people you meet, and the opportunities that come your way, everything is perfectly connected by my divine clock. Trust me, my son, because I am always working in your favor, even when you don't fully understand my ways. Even when the wait feels long and the journey feels heavy, know this: I am arranging every detail for your well-being, for your happiness, and for the fulfillment of the purpose I have prepared for you. My timing is perfect, it is firm, and it is unshakable. That's why I ask you to place all your anxieties, your worries, your need to rush, and your fears into my hands. Live in the present with the full assurance that your future is secure with me. Every moment is an essential piece of the great puzzle I'm designing for you. If you believe this, write in the comments, "I trust in the divine clock." When you believe with all your heart in this divine timing, you'll see how peace and trust will start to transform your life from the inside. I'm always with you. Trust in my timing, trust in my plans, and you will witness how everything, absolutely everything, fits perfectly when you decide to place your life and your time in my hands. My divine clock always marks the exact time for every blessing I've prepared especially for you. Nothing comes early, nothing comes late. Everything arrives when it's meant to. Listen closely to my voice. Stay in peace and stillness. For today I want to speak to you about something deep, the importance of turning your rush into purpose. In this fast-paced world, where everything feels like it's moving quickly, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, pressured by the daily demands, and trapped by the belief that time is never enough. But today, I tell you with love, there is a greater purpose behind every moment. Your rush, when aligned with me, can become a powerful and transforming force. When rush is not guided, it often leads you to act without thinking, to make quick decisions, and to seek immediate results without considering what comes after. But my son, when you let that rush become purpose, it turns into focused energy, a power directed by faith and divine wisdom. Every step you take with intention, every action done with purpose, brings you closer to the full and abundant life I've planned for you. Always remember the words I whisper to you in the quiet moments. Be still and know that I am God. If you feel these words in your heart right now, comment this phrase. This doesn't mean being still in the sense of doing nothing, but instead, finding a sacred balance between movement and calm, between action and thought. When you achieve this balance, you will see how your rush can become a positive force, a tool to help you reach your dreams and move toward the future I've designed for you. Turning rush into purpose is learning to live every second with intention, with awareness, knowing that every moment has a divine purpose. It is not a burden. It is a heavenly opportunity. It is acting with the understanding that every step is guided by me, that I am carefully shaping every part of your life with infinite love. When you move with purpose, your rush stops being anxiety and becomes a strong desire to live, to love, to serve, and to grow. My son, purpose gives meaning to everything. It changes uncertainty into faith, fear into courage, impatience into living hope. Every challenge you face becomes a chance to grow. Every obstacle that stands in your way is an opportunity to build your determination and trust in me. I am always with you, guiding each step you take,